There are many nights I sleep alone.
You think the opportunities for young men?
I don't have to, but I do.
Well, today is the word. A few years ago, I think so.
Walter Isaacson, in his new biography of you, wrote about your difficult childhood. Will you ever find forgiveness in your heart for everything that has happened to you in that period of your life?
The young man thinks if he finds a world, there's no limit to what he can do.
What is forgiveness?
A great power,
I do not,
which is under your control, said Mr. Carnegie.
at least I don't think I harbor resentment.
Power which is greater than poverty, greater than the lack of education, greater than all of your fears and superstitions combined. That whatever the mind can
Nothing to forgive.
conceive and believe,
You know, forgiveness is
the
difficult.
mind can achieve,
people.
regardless of how many times you may have failed in the
It
past,
seems like you don't harbor the
or
resentment.
how lofty your aims and hopes may be.
I mean, I try to think about like what is going to affect the future in a good way, and holding on to grudges does not affect the future in a good
You
way.
think Mr. Edison, how does he feel about chances for young men today? Well, I'll ask him. He's right here. Answer that question now.
Now, yes, there's more openings than ever was. There's no end to the inventions and discoveries. There's more chance for a young man today than there ever was. We're terribly short of high-grade men.
I mean, my mind is a storm, and I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't. They don't know. They don't understand.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
2 plus 3
I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
8 plus 9 plus 10. We have liftoff confirmed.
People who've been in the rocketry business for decades,
Copy.
Yeah.
who say about you
Good signal strength.
that you don't know what you don't
This
know.
is the LC on the countdown net. Falcon 1 is airborne at this
Well, I suppose that's true of anyone. How can anyone know what they don't know?
But when critics say you can't do this, your answer to them is,
We've done it.
SpaceX's lack of experience bothers some NASA legends, like Apollo astronauts Neil Armstrong and Gene Cernan.
Now is the time to overrule this administration's pledge to mediocrity.
you know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
That's one small step for man,
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
giant leap for mankind.
It's difficult.
Did you expect them to cheer you on?
So they're hoping it worked.
What are you trying to prove to them?
None of this is going to happen inevitably. The fact that in your mind you dream this stuff, you dream stuff that no one else would dare dream, or no one else would be capable of dreaming at the level of complexity that you do. The fact that you do that, Elon Musk, is a really remarkable thing. Thank you for helping us all to dream a bit bigger.
Torturing them. I mean, we lived in torture. The level of violence was just extraordinary. Walking home from school, you're in fear all the time. I was sitting next to Elon, and these guys come up to him, 4 or 5 guys, and they just start beating him senseless with their fists. My brother's face was unrecognizable. It was just a swollen lumps of someone that had been almost beaten to death. You feel it's a feeling of total powerlessness while someone you love is just literally being beaten to death. You're just powerless. I think that was still one of the hardest things I've ever experienced. What it definitely did do was give me and my brothers this absolute fear of going back. We're not going back, so we have no choice but to keep going, keep trying.
I don't think you'd necessarily want to be me.
I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat.
It's very hard to turn it off.
We have before us many, many long months of struggle and of suffering. You ask what is our policy?
It's like a never-ending explosion.
You're going at a very high RPMs.
I will say it is to wage war.
All the time.
By sea, land, and air, with all our might and with all our strength that God can give us. You ask what is our aim?
What's going on in the head?
Never-ending explosion.
It's just constant ideas, just bouncing
I can
around.
answer in one word.
Yes.
Whew.
Victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror.
When did you realize that that's not the case with most people?
I think when I was, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. I thought I was insane.
Victory, however long and hard the road may be.
Because it was clear that other people did not, their mind wasn't exploding with ideas.
Unbroken even by a star of hope.
All the time.
Unless we conquer. As conquer we must, as conquer we shall. We shall not flag or fail, he vowed. We shall go on to the end. We shall never surrender.
They wouldn't understand you?
I hope they wouldn't find out, because they might like put me away or something.
You thought that?
For a second, yes.
When you were little?
Yeah, I knew they put people away. What if they put me away? But my goal is try to do useful things, try to maximize the probability the future is good.
What is our aim? Victory.
Make the future exciting, something you look forward to,
Victory at all costs.
With Tesla, we're trying to make things that people love.
Victory in spite of all terror.
How many things can you buy that you really love, that really give you joy?
Victory, however long and hard the road may be.
So rare, so rare. I wish there were more things.
Conquer we must, as conquer we shall. We shall never surrender.
That's what we're trying to do. Just make things that somebody loves.
We'll never surrender. Blood, toil, tears, sweat.
2008 was brutal. Phew. We had the 3rd consecutive failure of the Falcon 1 rocket for SpaceX. Tesla almost went bankrupt. We closed our financing round 6 p.m. Christmas Eve, 2008. It was the last hour of the last day that it was possible. We would have gone bankrupt 2 days after Christmas otherwise. And I got divorced. That was rough, man. Women has scar tissue there.
Or maybe you just answer the question of why is no one else doing these things?
What's your pain threshold? Well, if it's real high. SpaceX is alive by the skin of its teeth, so is Tesla. And I had, one of the most difficult choices I ever faced in life was, I think I had $30 or $40 million left in 2008, and I had 2 choices. I could put it all into one company, and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the 2 companies. But if I split it between the 2 companies, then both might die. When you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, or building something, it's like a child. Am I going to let one starve to death? I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I split the money between the 2. Fortunately, thank goodness, they both came through.
It's quite difficult to transport such a large thing, but if we catch it with the same tower that it's used to put it in the launch mount to begin with, that is the best case outcome for rapid reuse. So it literally gets caught by the same arms that placed it in the launch ring, and in principle refly the entire booster every hour, maybe every 2 hours to give it a little bit of extra time. But let's just say it's in the limit of rapid reuse.
Directors go for launch. We have liftoff.
Vehicles pitching downrange. Max Q.
Ship engine startup.
Stage separation. Booster pushback burn.
On Albion 0, 30 seconds till catch decision.
Confirming 30 seconds to make that decision.
10 seconds till catch decision.
Hot stage separation confirmed. Flight director is go for booster return. Operator go vote is set true. We are go for catch.
Booster coming in hot for booster catch.
Booster FTS is saved.
I can't wait for us to hear the sonic boom.
Booster landing burn startup.
Villa has caught the booster.
Ship avionics power function nominal.
Starship has entered the atmosphere. Starship is approaching the peak heating phase of entry.
Landing burn startup.
Starship is on target. Starship has landed.
Yeah, and then we'll have the first humans lay the groundwork for permanent presence on the surface.
We choose to go to the moon.
And yeah, the goal, like you said, will be to make Mars self-sustaining as quickly as possible.
Because they are easy, but because they
Yeah,
are
anyway,
hard.
this is like an incredible thing to have, like this amazing city on Mars, the first city on another planet.
Because that goal
And
will serve to organize and measure the best.
a new world.
That challenge is one that we're willing to accept.
And it's also an opportunity to, I think, for the Martians to rethink how they want civilization to be.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
And what I'm saying is that...
How is it legal?
What I'm saying is, like, this is the last chance to preserve democracy in America. Mark my words. There will be no escape.
That is so insane.
This is the final... This is it. This is the last chance.
Has anybody tried to push
back? And I
back?
just want to, like, your future depends on it, because it does. This is the last chance, man.
My work, you think is right. Whether you believe that I have been diligent, that I have worked hard, that I have consistently advocated for you in these past years, and that I have conducted myself with decency, I have devoted my time in the service of my people's welfare. Please cast your vote now. If yes, then stand up for me. Dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meines Volkes. Gib du jetzt eine Stimme ab. Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein